Here we go. We're going to talk a little bit about Michael Pittman Jr. I'm not really going to get into anything else, but this is going to be his interview answers to the questions. I cut it as short as possible. With that said, Pittman seems to be calm, collective, cool, kind of funny. He giggles a little bit in some of his answers. He really seems like he's down to earth and honest. He does seem like he's turning himself into a veteran wide receiver, which is a position that we need to get another one. So in the draft, hopefully. So, but yes, the interview, just the answers, but he really thought about some of his answers. I think he answered honestly. He answered to the best he could. He did dodge a couple of questions, but questions that needed to be dodged. But yeah, he on the podium seems to be part of this. Like it's a normal thing for him. So no more waiting. Let's get to it.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind.
Like, excited to be back. So I met him when we first had him in here, and then we sit down and talk because I've pretty much been here for most of the time. So I've been in here. I've had a couple meetings with him, JBC, about the direction that like we're going and like what he expects. So we've probably had a couple meetings. Yeah, I mean obviously when you have a season like that, I mean, you're glad that it's over, but there is a lot of regret in that because you're like, we have such good players, like we could have been this, like we could have been that, and you just kind of go through that and you're like, why weren't we this? Like, why weren't we that? Like, why didn't we win those close games? So I think that's what he's talking about. And I mean, like, I'm still thinking about it. Like, sometimes today, like, we were watching film in there and I'm like, dang, I mean, like, we had that game, we let it slip, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's always there, which I don't know, like, might be good because we don't ever, you know, like, we don't ever want to feel like that, like, ever again. I mean, that was probably the ultimate low of my football career. Absolutely. So I have my goal sheet that I'm still drawing up right now. So I do like a draft, and I probably go through 3 different cuts. So I do my main goals, which is always the same, which in order: Super Bowl, AFC champ, All Pro, Pro Bowl, and then like from there, like I make my my goals, and then I make my targets that I do each day that I think are going to help me get to that goal. So I'm still in the process of building that pyramid. Can you say it again, sorry?
Yeah, what have you learned about Shane, just the person, since meeting with him?
Yeah, he is obviously young, right? And you look at all of the high-powered offenses, I think, besides Kansas City, not saying that Andy Reid is old, but they're all kind of ran by younger offensive minds, right? He's got a lot of juice. Like, he's taller than I thought he was. I mean, like, the guy's what, like 6'5", 6'6"? I mean, like, he's tall as heck. So I think that it's going to be great. Yeah, I mean, we have had a decent amount of turnover, but I think that every guy that every guy that we've brought in has been a elite level guy, right? I mean, we're not just bringing in anybody off of the street. And every person I've had, like every quarterback from Phil to Carson, like to Matt, I mean, those are all quarterbacks that are like big name guys. I mean, they've all done a lot like in this league. So I'd say that it just has taught me to adapt to any situation. I mean, last year we had even more turnover with Sam and then Nick. So just being able to like adapt quickly and just kind of roll with it, you know, because nothing's ever like perfect, right? You know, like like obviously like our goal going into the year was, hey, like we're gonna rock with Matt and we're gonna go to the AFC Championship, we're gonna be Super Bowl champs, and then obviously it didn't go as planned. But I mean, you just gotta roll with like the punches.
99 catches. I mean,
Close to one, which was the 99 catches, but like that's about it. I got close to one, which was the 99 catches, but like that's about it. Well, that falls on me because even if if like you go to that last game, I had a ton of missed opportunities and throughout the whole season, right? I mean, there's things that I could have done to get that last catch. So it's not on anybody else. Like that's on me personally. Like just like one more catch, that's on me. Well, that's above my pay grade. I mean, one day maybe I get into the GM space, but I'm just gonna trust Chris that he's gonna do whatever like this team needs. So because then again, I mean, I don't get a choice. Like it doesn't matter like what I want, like nobody cares what I think, right? So well, I mean, yes, but like. Again, like we don't know what's going to happen because we could go in and think, hey, like we want this guy, then somebody throws a left hook and then the draft is a scramble, right? So that's how it happens. See, I mean, like I wouldn't say it's a goal. I think that happens naturally with performance, right? And if it doesn't happen this year, like that's no big deal. I mean, it'll happen eventually, right? And like I just kind of let that business side just leave that to my agent because that's what I pay him to do, and then because you don't really want it to be muddied up, right? Because like the agency or like just like the contract talks and everything, like just from guys that I've talked to, like it can get ugly, like just like saying like you're in those meetings and stuff like that. So I don't want anything to do with those, right? Like I just want to play.
Believing in your coach, how easy is that to get?
Yeah. I mean, like I think that Shane has a level of like respect that he just got like when he got here. I mean, because he took the Eagles to the Super Bowl, which is like which is the ultimate goal, which is what like we're trying to get. So basically, you got a coach who basically took his offense there, like had one of the higher powered offenses. So he kind of already has that level of like respect. But I think for like the whole team, I mean, we just got to get in camp and the guys like have to feel him out. Defensive guys haven't really had too much chance to really hear him a lot. I mean, in like team meetings, I mean, like you hear him like here and now, but they really haven't had a good chance to like feel him out yet. But I mean, like he's a great dude, just leader, smart guy. I mean, like I can't see them not. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't like. I'd say I have more motivation from the fact that I'm going to have my son soon. So I'm gonna have my second son hopefully in the next month and a half. So that is more motivation than like any like number. So absolutely. I mean, looking back last year, I mean, like the only way is up, right? You know what I'm saying? So we haven't really got into specifics yet because we're more focusing on scheme. But I mean, like our goal is obviously to like win games, right? So we just have that belief, and we're starting with that like from day one. Like we're here to win games, and they brought Shane in here to help out our offense because last year, I mean, it's no secret that like we struggled. I mean, defense played well and offense at times. We didn't play well enough to win. So he's here to fix that. Yeah. I mean, I don't even remember because like I just try to take that and just throw it out. But like I think about it. I mean, I wouldn't say that there's a frustration because there was so many things that we had going on that I was just trying to focus on what I could do. And I feel like if you're frustrated like with like your teammates and coaches, like that can draw an even bigger like division that we didn't need to create because we were already going through a bunch of stuff. I mean, there's no need to go in there, MF people, and create like more division, right? So we were just trying to play together and win games, and we didn't do that enough last year.
with that process?
Yeah, I mean, I won't go into too much because we don't want to give out intel, but I'll just say that he's very excited about the pass game.